How to multiply fractions. Let's look at this question. 1/3 times 1/6. Multiplying fractions is pretty straightforward. So if you've just got two proper fractions like we've got here, all you have to do is times the numerator by the numerator. So 1 times 1 is 1, and the denominator times by the denominator. 3 times 6 is 18. So our answer is 1/18. And that is it. It's that straightforward. So just to recap, when you multiply two fractions, you times the numerator by the numerator, and you times the denominator by the denominator. At the end, when we get our answer, we see if we could simplify it, and we can't simplify 1/18, so 1/18 is the final answer. Let's look at another example. 3/8 multiplied by 2/3. Exactly the same process. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 times 2 is 6, numerator times numerator, denominator multiplied by denominator. 8 times 3 is 24. So our answer is 6/24, or 6/24. Now, for this answer, we can simplify. So we're going to simplify our answer. This is correct, but we're just going to simplify it to give our answer in our simplest form. So a reminder of how to do that is we need to find the highest common factor. So remember, first of all, a factor is a number that divides exactly by another number without leaving a remainder. So let's find the factors of 6. Easiest way to find the factors of 6 is to write out the factor pairs. So which two numbers multiply together to make 6? 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. Starting with the number 1, and then we went to the number 2. Then we need to find the factors of 24, and there's quite a lot of them. So again, so we've got 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 4 times 6, 7 doesn't work, 8 we've already done, 9 doesn't work, 10 doesn't work, 11 doesn't work, and 12 we've already done. Once you get to half of 24, there's no point going past that, because none of those numbers will be factors. So we've got our list of factors of 6, we've got our list of factors of 24. So we need to find the highest common factor. 1 is a factor of both, but it's not the highest. 2 is a factor of both, but it's not the highest. 3 is a factor of both, but it's not the highest. 6 is a factor of both, and it's the highest. So what we do is we divide this numerator by 6. Whatever we do to the numerator, we've got to do to the denominator, and that gives us a final answer in its simplest form of 1/4. 6 divided by 6 is 1, and 24 divided by 6 is 4. So 3/8 times 2/3 equals 6/24, which is equivalent to 1/4, and 1/4 is the fraction in its simplest form. And that is how you multiply fractions. Just remember, one mistake that we often see with multiplying fractions is getting the method mixed up with adding and subtracting fractions. When you add and subtract fractions, you need to make the denominator the same before you do your addition or subtraction. With multiplying fractions, you don't have to make the denominators the same, and in many ways that makes it easier than adding and subtracting fractions. All you've got to do is numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator, and do any simplifying at the end if you need to, but still remembering that this is correct, and the best answer. And that is how you multiply fractions.